Hello my fellow gamers, GamerDude back once again, bringing you some more informative gaming news. But before we begin, you all know the routine, or at least I hope you do by now. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. It also adds the channel to the algorithm and gives me a little boost and helps me out, so yeah, please do that. Thank you. Now, anyway, to the topic at hand. Earlier this week, I dropped a video about the UK Online Safety Act and its impact on gaming and the impact it's going to have on gaming. And that is actually coming into effect now. People are already experiencing this, and it is just completely wrong. Now, what it is primarily, it's been put in place to kind of protect children, and I'm doing air quotations with that. But yeah, it shouldn't be, and I covered this in the video before, but you know, I'm not going to go all into it again. I'm just going to say what I need to say and then get on with this video. It shouldn't be on the corporations or the people who purchase these games to implement these online restrictions for older players. It should be on the parents of the people, of the kids who play these games, not the corporations and not us. And I just think this is going to ruin the gaming industry, especially for a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, where if you've had a character for 10 plus years, it is at risk of being deleted if you do not comply with the regulations. So now then, GTA Online has been a sanctuary for many players since its inception, serving as a holdover for fans eagerly awaiting the release of GTA 6, which is supposedly delayed again, but that's a video for a whole other day. However, a specific group of players may soon find themselves restricted from accessing this gameplay mode. Now, I must stress enough, this doesn't necessarily mean you won't be able to play the story mode of the game. I think it may only go into the online mode. I'm not too sure yet, but that's why I'm making this video, to keep you all updated on it, essentially. So what will the impact of the Online Safety Act mean for games like Grand Theft Auto? Well, as I've mentioned, I recently discussed the Online Safety Act in my previous video, and a new law implemented in the UK aimed at shielding minors from sensitive content online was the noble goal. Unfortunately, it impacts more than just minors. As I have detailed in the previous video, this legislation, which took effect on July 25th, 2025, targets not only illegal content, but also content deemed, and quotations, bringing the quotations back out again, harmful to children. The criteria are somewhat broad, and to avoid hefty fines amounting to 10% of the corporation's annual revenue, platforms have begun to sort their content and, importantly, to require users to verify their age. Now, what this entails for Steam, Xbox players, PlayStation players, what you will need is a proof of identification, basically. So you can't just click here to confirm you're 18 anymore. No. You will need to upload a copy of your ID or a recent photograph to access certain content. Now, I will admit, the premise of it is somewhat of a good idea. It does keep it, well, it won't keep them off, but you see where I'm coming from it. It will keep the kids off the servers who are just killjoys on their oppressor Mark IIs. But the massive downfall is gaming companies are suffering massive leaks these days. And we are having to, as the players, entrust our identification to these companies that are constantly being hacked. Now, I don't feel safe doing that. You know, I am very savvy with my data protection. I do a lot to protect my passwords. I do a lot to protect my accounts and my gaming accounts and etc. And I just do not feel safe doing this. I do not feel safe uploading a picture of myself or a picture of my ID because it could easily be hacked and someone could claim identity theft on me. It's just a massive downfall to this whole thing, and I don't think it's really gonna catch on too much because there's too many ways around it. There's too many ways to cheat it. Like a kid could just pick up his dad's driving license or his mum's driving license, and there you go. Anyway, while this verification is currently limited to the UK or certain parts of Europe, in Twitter's case, it could potentially expand globally. And the Online Safety Act might stop there, as players of Grand Theft Auto 5 may soon find out. Now, of course, Grand Theft Auto is a mature rated game. So parents who buy this for their kids are taking the responsibility for that. And then they come in and see them in a strip club and they're like, "Oi, what are you doing?" when the kid's like 10 years old. And it's like, well, you bought them the game, you know? It's your fault, not the kids. But yeah, anyway, a well-known leaker known as Tez2 and an often reliable source of leaks in the GTA world recently voiced on Twitter about the future of Grand Theft Auto 5, particularly GTA Online. Now, according to him, Rockstar Games is planning to implement an age verification system to GTA Online to be rolled out regionally. It's possible that in the near future, GTA Online might require you to prove your age at launch, or to access specific features like phone messaging, text chat, or the Snapmatic app. Now, of course, it does mention GTA Online, but it's talking about things like phone messaging, text chat, and the Snapmatic app. Now, they're not inherently harmful. Like, yeah, in-game text can get a bit, let's say, dodgy if you're in a server full of people and there's some choice words going around. But it's not inherently harmful, because a lot of the time it can just be overlooked as one of those spammy messages that you get from the millions of contacts in the game. The same with Snapmatic, really. Unless you're connected to the social club, which doesn't really matter much anymore anyway, since social club's just a dead thing now. I don't even think kids even know about the social club, really. But unless you're connected to it through the social club, your Snapmatic pictures, they don't really matter. You know, you don't really look at them. You don't really use the Snapmatic all that much. I mean, I haven't really used it since about, well, the first year of the game, really. So I don't see how that would be a problem. Now, again, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't specifically mention the story mode. So I get the feeling that if you want to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA 6 when it inevitably comes out, then I don't think you'll be met with the age verification when you load up the story mode. Because if corporations started doing that with the story modes, then they're just going to lose money. You know, they're going to lose out on sales. I think it might be kind of a loophole, really. It's like, well, yeah, you can still buy the game for your underage person, a mature rated game. But when it comes to the online content, we see that as a bit more mature than the story content. I hope I'm making sense there. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. I'm just like spitballing here, but let me know what you guys think. Now, this theory isn't really unfounded, you know, because Tez2 has discovered lines of text in the game's code, reading access denied, age assurance, etc. The leaker speculates that the UK will likely be the first region targeted due to the Online Safety Act, but it's conceivable that this system could be implemented elsewhere, including Europe and the United States. It remains to be seen how the age verification will be executed and whether it will impact players in France and underage GTA players. Well, I can tell you, if it goes global, it is going to be a massive impact. Because, once again, gaming is now, and I hate to say it, but gaming is now a big digital forefront. Digital has become the forefront of gaming. Microtransactions are the forefront of gaming. And even a story-based game nowadays usually requires you to have access to the internet in order to play it. Even if there's no online features at all, it requires you to have access to the internet to play it. And even if it does have online features, they are microtransaction based. So does that mean even though it's a single player game, you will still be forced to comply with the age verifications? Because one of the skins you can buy, for example, might be that, I don't know, you buck-ass nude with tattoos, for example. I don't know. Again, I'm just spitballing there, so let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's it for this video. That was just an update on the video I posted earlier this week, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, you all know the routine. If you aren't new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be a good deed of the day. It also helps me out and adds the video to the algorithm. So yeah, that being said then, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.